Welcome to NSR Talks, and today we're going to be discussing how lust weakens a man. Now, we live in a world where a lot of people are consumed and controlled by lust, and nobody talks about this enough, but lust is quietly destroying men, not just their focus, not just their money, but their entire potential. Every man feels lust, but very few can master it. So I want to talk about how lust weakens a man and what happens when you finally take your power back. Now, lust is a distraction disguised as desire. One moment you're focused, grinding, building your life, and then the next, a woman comes into your life, or you see a woman on Instagram, or you see a bubble in public, and your ambition turns into an addiction. Stop thinking long term and start chasing short hits of dopamine. And this is how a lot of dudes have one night stands and have a baby, and they procreate and skate on their family and go and do it again. And it's destroying families, and it's destroying men as a whole. It's hijacking men of their purpose and their strength. And without strength, a man is just a shell of his former self. Because where your focus goes, your life follows. And if you're focused on lust, it's going to lead you into a dark place. It drains your energy. Chasing women costs time. Watching explicit content on the hub costs you your mind and your focus. And consistently thinking with lust costs your energy. You ever notice how tired you feel after giving in to your lust? Your life force is real, so protect it. When it gets wasted, you're wasting your life force on pointless pleasure. Think about that. And then afterwards, you just feel empty, lazy, and foggy. And now your dreams are further and further and further away, like you're moving in slow motion. You become passive. And passive men don't build empires. As a man, we should be focused on our future family, not short hits of dopamine and one-night stands and nights out and lusting over women and looking at women like objects. It's not healthy and it's not normal. Lust is like a fog. You stop seeing clearly. And then when you get with a woman and you're lusting, you'll start to ignore red flags, and you'll start to chase women and bring nothing but stress. You'll confuse attention with affection, and you'll make reckless choices, thinking with your little head instead of your big head. And the worst part, you start thinking this is normal, but it's not. It's lust clouding your judgment and keeping you from your purpose. And also, lust makes you easy to manipulate because women know they can sense when a man is controlled by lust. And women that know this, they'll use it against you. They'll control your time, your money, and your whole mind. Why do you think a lot of dudes be spending their last dime on a woman that don't even like them because they're lusting? You know, and you give away your power because your seed is your power. And when you just give it away to any woman, you're basically saying you don't care about your life force, and you're no longer being the leader of your life. You know, you're letting something of the darker forces lead you. And also, lust lowers your standards. Why do you think dudes these days they'll hit anything? They'll hit anything walking. Because lust doesn't care about values. It doesn't care if the girl is toxic. It doesn't care if it's a single mother. It doesn't care. Lust just doesn't care. That's why a lot of dudes, they just don't care. They'll hit anything walking. And that's why you'll accept anything. If a woman is toxic and she's brings drama and headaches and don't bring no value to your life but her body, you'll accept that because you're ruled by your lust. And this is what destroys a lot of men. The strongest men are not the ones who get the most women. Because a lot of dudes, they think, oh, because I smash all these chicks, oh, I'm the man. Nah. The men who are the strongest, the ones with strength, know how to control their lust and say no and embrace delayed gratification and not date or have sex until they're ready, until they built their life, until they're established. That's why I always say, stay out of women's face until you're established. Every time you give in, you lose a little bit of your strength. And slowly you forget who you are. And you become consumed by lust. Lust will have you falling over women who don't even like you. Or worse, who only like what they can get from you. That's how a lot of dudes get used. You'll give them your time, your attention, your resources. Meanwhile, your purpose and your dreams get neglected. And you wonder why you feel stuck. Because you're building your life around women instead of building your life for yourself. And women are beautiful. Women have taken care of me. When I say taking care of me, I don't mean like pay my bills and stuff. I mean like women are nice. Women are a blessing. But a lot of dudes, they complain and they get bitter about women because they were lusting. And then when the woman decides to leave them or decides that they don't want to be with them no more, now these dudes crash out because they were obsessed with the lust. They were obsessed with her body. They were obsessed with sex. And when the woman don't want to give them sex no more, now these dudes want to crash out. But if you were never lusting from the start and you could just see the woman for who she is and just like her for her and not for her body, then there would be no problem if she wanted to walk away because you never wanted to smash anyways. You're not supposed to be tamed by pleasure.
I'm about to black out.
You're supposed to master it. So if you feel like lust is ruining your life, if you keep falling into cycles of addiction and distraction and regret, know this. You're not weak. You've just been undisciplined. There's strength in all of us. As men, we're born with strength. We're born with power. And the power is our seed, our life force. Don't give it away to just anybody, and don't give it away until you're ready to kick your feet up and you're ready to take care of whatever happens after that lust moment. And you're ready to take care of a baby if it does come. Cut off all the temptations. Focus on your vision. And remember, a man who controls his lust controls his future. This has been NSR Talks. Catch you guys on the next one.